Hey, I'm Ray Parker. I played Darth Maul in Phantom Menace and Solo, A Star Wars Story, and G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes, and you're listening to Disney Universe Podcast.
We would be honored if you would join us.
To infinity and beyond!
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. That it was all started by a mouse.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 192 of the Disney Universe Podcast. This is your destination for everything Disney adult, and that goes for Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Fox, the parks, music, movies, all that fun stuff. I'm one of your hosts, Joey, and I am joined by one of our new full-time co-hosts and not so new girlfriend, Courtney. What's going on? How you doing?
I should hope I'm not new. We've been together for 3 years now.
Yes.
Jeez.
3 years going on 4. So going on to our second D23 together. More on that later. We're going to be talking about that, some of the stuff we're looking forward to. Plus, we're going to give our spoilery review. I guess hit the spoiler alert. Hang on. I always forget which buttons are which on here, but this one I do know. Spoiler review of Spiderman, A Brand New Day. Just out half a week ago, and it's already had the biggest
opening. 4 days ago.
Yeah.
4 days.
The biggest opening in history. And we'll be kind of, like I said, giving our spoiler review and very soon. But how are you doing? I kind of cut you off at first, so.
No, you're fine. I'm doing good. I'm getting ready for D23.
Nice, as we all are. If you also listen to us on Extra Magic Hour, part of the Waltz Apartment Productions, you know we've really had some super loaded shows the last about month now. Everything about D23, and we will be culminating our final our final pre D23, because I'm sure we'll have a post D23 show once we get back. But and you know, this is kind of a new part of mousekeeping since we're kind of like trying some new stuff around. But let me remind you guys that we are proud partner of Waltz Apartment Productions and the Diz Insider. And speaking of the Diz Insider, Courtney has been writing some articles specifically about D23 events. The Princess Diaries event her and Kelly went to, and then of course the expo. So you want to share the recent article you've written on Diz Insider?
Sure. I just kind of put together a list of important panels to go to that are not at the Honda Center. And so I just picked the ones that I thought were the biggest ones that people would probably want to go to in the morning, mid-afternoon, and late afternoon, each day of the convention.
Nice. You've really been going ham with the articles, which is awesome. We're hitting so many different. Oh no, and that's a total compliment, because you know we love the Diz Insider and DizInsider.com even before we were part of it, and they were the go-to site for movies and TV, and now we can add parks, you know, experiences. And other things that we have in the plan. So very excited for what we're going to cover, and you're going to write just in a few short weeks. And but speaking of Waltz Apartment Productions, that is where you can listen to the audio podcast for Disney Universe and the Tiki Cast. You just go anywhere, your favorite podcast platform, and just look up Waltz Apartment Productions, and then you'll see all the shows, including our shows, in the lineup as they are released. So be sure to subscribe to that. But if you like listening, or excuse me, we already talked about that. If you like watching podcasts and YouTube, and not just podcasts, but park videos or event videos that we do, some unboxings, I definitely check out the Disney Universe podcast. No, TV. Man, it's been a while. Gosh, time start. At the DUTV on YouTube. And so if you type it in, the space DU space TV, or just at the DUTV, because if you do the, it's kind of confusing right now. But
you are a bit rambling, babe.
I know it's been a while. Alex usually does this part, that's why it's kind of throwing me off. But you'll find the Ducks Unlimited YouTube channel, but which looks pretty interesting. So, but check that out. And of course, we got our Glimmers of the Galaxy show there, all that good stuff, and Tiki Cast, and yeah. So definitely check that out. Subscribe, like, do all that YouTube jargon, and show some support there. Plus, we do our lives, Walt's Apartment lives. You can watch through DUTV as well. So, but we could not do this show without some very special people. It is our DU crew. So, of course, we'd love to shout them out. And sorry, I'm not as energetic or witty as Alex when it comes to these, but we do love you guys and all your support, friendship, and all that fun stuff. So we'd love to shout out our good boy, John, Tyler, Jacob, Alfredo, Florida Jen, Saleh, and Wedge Antilles. I hope to see him real soon. He's a San Diego person. So if you'd like to check out our Patreon, yeah, it's patreon.com/DU crew. And we have some 2 cheap tiers that you can check out. I'm going to probably reorganize it sometime real soon, make it a lot easier, and do some more perks and stuff that we've been backtracking on, but that's coming. So, and one more thing, we've been plugging recently, October 3rd to Saturday at Disneyland, we are teaming up with our good friends Sarah and Richard from Skywalker Through Neverland and Bobby and Nadia from Galaxy's Edge Explorers to be organizing Rebels Day at Disneyland. So this is kind of just a fun Star Wars meetup. Going to be meeting up at Galaxy's Edge in the picnic area. There's more details coming out real soon. You can check out the Facebook group Rebels Day at Disneyland for some details. And it's just with Ahsoka coming out, a lot of people are really excited for the Rebels characters that are going to be highlighted in that show. And we love the show. So just another fun way to nerd out Star Wars out at Disneyland with something new and different. But we've gotten a good reception on it so far. So
that's good.
Yeah, very excited. So, and we got to get back in the chat. We're all on, Sarah and Richard that were in Comic-Con mode. Now they're in Rebel Scum mode. Then we're in D23 mode. And up in Galaxy's Edge Explorers are always in Galaxy's Edge mode. So we'll be jotting down the details really soon. But I think we can just get right into. We're going to start our Spider-Man spoilery review. Oh, had the. Yes. So this will be a super spoilery report on Spider-Man. So before we kind of go over it, let me just go over some of the particulars here. So this iteration, the 4th Spider-Man, was directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. Sorry if I said that wrong. So, he was way overdue. He also directed Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. He directed, I believe, 2 episodes of Wonder Man, which was, in my opinion, a great show. Brought back, of course, our favorites, Tom Holland as Peter Parker, Zendaya as MJ. A quick question: has Zendaya ever had like a last name in Hollywood?
Not in her professional capacity. Okay. She's always been just Zendaya.
Okay, just curious. It has nothing to do with
even
anything,
in her Disney Channel days. Even in her Disney Channel days, it was just Zendaya.
Got it. So, and of course, Jacob Batalon as Ned. We even had Marissa Tomei return as May Parker, Aunt May, and some very awesome scenes. And of course, new cast members were Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, John Bernthal as Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, Sadie Sink. Spoiler alert: Jean Grey. Everybody was saying she was Jean Grey, and she wound up being her. We had a surprise cameo by Florence Pugh, reprising her role as Elena. Trammell Tillman was Metzger, part of the damage control. Also, Michael Mando was Matt Gargan as our Scorpion. Marvin Jones III was Tombstone. And a couple other actors that I'm just throwing this in there because I had no idea. Naomi Watts was the voice of Evie, Peter's AI, and Keith David, Dr. Facilier, and Goliath was the narrator of Spider Video. So, just some random stuff, and yeah. So, but yeah. So this just real quick little synopsis is Spider-Man: Brand New Day kind of takes place after pretty much right after the events of No Way Home, where Peter uses Doctor Strange's magic to make everybody he loves forget about him, basically Ned and MJ, and it works. And then Peter becomes kind of like your lower level Spider-Man, and then he's keeping track of Ned and through his Instagram. So you kind of show like how time has passed. So basically, what, 5 years, 4 or 5 years?
4 years pass because they go into MIT and then they graduate from MIT. So it's 4 years of the college years.
Yeah, and so we get that
all 4 years.
Depressed, sad Peter. He's having some evolution in his webbing and his insides and stuff. So, but then, yeah, it's just pretty. He's turning into a spider, basically.
Yeah. Because he's alone and recluse.
Yeah. And we got some pretty prepubescent webbing scenes in there. That was kind of funny. But then, there's a little threat. He's working with damage control. He's working with the police. He has a very close relationship with the police captain, who's Lisa Colonzayas, Detective Jean DeWolf. So that's his like informant. Not informant, but his connection with the police. Yeah. So they're chasing this threat who's a telepath, and basically, long story short, as Jean Grey, she's looking for her sister. Damage control goes from working with Peter to being the big bad the whole time. He seeks the help of a professor Bruce Banner, that actually has a inhibitor bracelet that keeps him from hulking out, which obviously we know you're going to get Banner in the movie. He's going to hulk up with the help of Jean Grey. So, but this movie, it kind of like a little happily ever after. We'll get into some of the details in a little bit, but I guess I'm just going to ask like your initial reaction. What did you think of Spider-Man walking out?
I was very surprised about this movie. I liked it a lot. It had it was a roller coaster. It was ups and downs. The downs was pretty hard, man. It was. I was surprised to see. Well, we knew Frank was in it, but we didn't know like how big of a role Frank would play in it. And then I listened to the chatter about Sadie Sink for sure. I've heard that she was Jean Grey, but I don't like to take stock in the rumors until I know it's true. And so I was surprised the way that they introduced her, because like they just had this like hood on her and she was talking through other people. So like in a way, I don't know why my mind went there, but I was like, is that the Red Hood? Because like I thought maybe Anthony Ramos would be in it too, since I don't know. I just they had teased like street level stuff, so like I thought Daredevil was really gonna like show up here since the show just had its second season. and they're all in New York. So I thought since he was going street level, like, he'd run into Kingpin. I didn't think Jean Grey would be the villain, honestly. I know she can be a villain with the Dark Phoenix stuff, but like, I didn't think that we'd see her as a villain so soon, even though it was like,
she was like the red herring villain.
well, I mean, I would say that she's like a mistaken villain, like, kind of thing. Yeah. Which is kind of like a red herring for sure.
Yeah, it was to flip the script, so to say, to like, oh, this isn't what we're looking for. Because I started to feel that. And real quick, there was the rumors. Well, first of all, let me kind of retract. I loved it right away. I've said this is probably my favorite or the best Tom Holland Spider-Man movie so far. There's already
like
a bunch
No Way
of
Home
comparisons.
better, but yeah.
I'll the best thing about No Way Home was the three Spideys and of course the villains, but there was a little lull at the beginning and the middle until they teamed up. So but the team up was enough to make that movie incredible. It was
Right.
People like, oh, it was too much fan service. Give me the fan service,
Yeah.
because I am a fan of the Amazing Spider-Man movies, the Andrew Garfield ones, and they did, even though it was too quick to reboot after the Maguires, but I thought he did a great job, and we can do a whole Spider-Man discussion down the road. But no, I loved it. I thought it's funny we got to the fourth movie plus three other movies of like high tech Spider-Man, and this movie it finally got him to his street level style, which was I thought was great. Another character I forgot to bring up, a very important character, the city of New York. The city was filmed amazingly, and it actually felt like a character. I heard some people that saw it before and were kind of mentioning it, and I'm like, well, that's kind of funny to say because they're all in New York and stuff, but this one was really shot good. But anyways, kind of going back to Sadie saying, the rumors had her as Jean Grey, but if you know the character, it's like the clues are also there in the trailers and the thread. So it's like, okay, and that's why I was saying this not to spoil even in our conversations, but I was like, whoever Sadie Sink might or might not be, that's like,
yeah.
I was trying to.
Well, I mean, like, there's always a possibility. I mean, the X-Men got to come in sometime. They bought Fox for that reason. So, like, it has to be done. But I felt bad for Peter in this movie. I really did. He closed himself off from the entire world that he knew, and nobody remembered that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. They know Spider-Man, but they don't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And so he lives a very lonely life. Like, he doesn't let anybody in the apartment. He orders food to the apartment. Like, he only talks to like the landlord only sometimes. But he does have full-on conversations with the police captain. Like, he's always on the phone with her. That was kind of cute to see. But like, I felt really bad for him. And then so like when they say that like he's turning into an actual spider because of the trauma that he induced, because it doesn't really happen until after he like fully faces Mary Jane and Ned again at the party scene.
Yeah.
And then he goes home, and then it like the trauma of like seeing them, but they don't remember him, makes him go like full spider. And it's just so cool how they like differentiate him being full on spider when his like eyes go black and he gets stronger and his powers and his senses overload. I really liked that aspect of it because, we've always seen Spider-Man as kind of like, I don't know. I don't see him as being like all powerful, supernatural, it's just a kid in a spider suit basically. So in this like way, we get to see him like supernatural, like buffed out and powerful,
Yeah. And one scene or one thing that I really like too is once he kind of met back up with Ned and MJ, and it was like he meets Ned for the first time, and he's looking at his Spider-Man tracker wall, and he sees him, and he's like, and then instantly they're like, oh, but this is this, blah, blah, like they were like instantly friends again, and then especially the scene like after MJ finds out, and then he goes with her back to the apartment, and they're like their old selves again. Even though she kind of did the, I don't love you, I don't remember you, whatever you did worked, but she still felt that connection to him. Like he's still a good guy. I want to help him and stuff. So even if we were, and then she was sketching him and Ned because she's like, I can see why you guys are best friends. And he's like, what do you mean? And she had the sketch of them playing Legos together, and they're just, so, I mean, those scenes are great, but I mean, the action was great. The story was great. I was really happy with, sometimes in these like sequels, you oversaturate movies, with characters, Scorpion, Jean Grey, the Hulk, the Punisher, MJ, Ned again, and it's like, oh man, there's just too much, but it all worked. And I mean, Frank and Spiders I need that buddy cop movie more. Because they were great together.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie.
I don't know if
just
that's just Frank. I don't know if that's just John Barenthal and Tom Holland, or if it's like Punisher and Spider-Man actually have that repertoire. Like, I know that they said that they've been in each other's comics, in and out. They help each other out a lot, but like, I know that they're friends in real life, and they helped each other with their Marvel auditions. So like, it's kind of fun to see them together in a movie like this after just seeing them in the Odyssey together. Like it's so, this is the way that I like to see him.
No, absolutely. Spider-Man. And people don't realize just how much of a method actor John Bernthal is too. And he was great. And I believe in the comics, because he was always a hard ass with like Daredevil and Nick Fury and, a lot of the Avengers. But he always, from what I remember, always did have a little bit of a soft spot for Peter or Spider, because he kind of sensed, well, he was a smart guy. He knew he was a younger guy and stuff. And I mean, and it really showed off on this. So I love that relationship. And then I love the ending where he actually decided to talk to Ned because he bumped into him at the cafe. MJ told him, just talk to him, and so he kind of did as Peter, and they did their handshake from the first 3 movies, and then Ned's like, Peter, and boom,
I know,
it's over. That was a great ending. So
that really was, and it showed that there's a theory that because Ned in No Way Home could wield magic, that he kind of remembered it on his own. But then there's also another theory that like Jean Grey, when she froze everybody, like she unlocked, because I guess in Apocalypse, Jean Grey unlocked a piece of Wolverine's memories from that he thought he had lost. And so they thought that like that was the answer, and that's what she was doing when she froze the entire like New York City, because MJ literally has tears rolling down her face, and like her and Ned weren't talking or doing anything before they froze, so it doesn't make sense why she has tears running down her face unless you think about it, and Jean Grey is unlocking some of those memories that Doctor Strange had taken away from her, and now she's remembering Peter. And so then the same thing might have happened to Ned, is like she did it to both of them, so that like the next time they meet, like they have their memories,
especially that little trigger moment,
or at least it's like a dream kind of thing, and she's like, I know there's something about you that I know. You know what I mean? There's something familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. It's kind of like that. The other thing that I wanted to mention is, like deja vu. The other thing I wanted to mention is Zendaya's acting when it was mind-boggling. Like the way that she played that Sadie Sink being in her, Jean Grey being in her mind, but you really weren't quite sure if it was her or not until she went full villain. And I was like, just the like facial that facial change that Zendaya made when she wanted him to realize that it wasn't MJ that was talking to him, it was Jean talking through her. That scene really was like, whoa, like Zendaya shined in this movie. Even though she only had like 8 minutes of screen time, she literally stole every scene she was in.
No, I totally agree. And like when she was first cast in Homecoming, and it was like rumored she was MJ, I was like, I didn't watch obviously didn't watch the shows on Disney Channel. And then, in the first movie, she was just kind of like the snarky, sarcastic, teenager. And seeing where she went from that role to this one, I mean, she really, she is a great actress for sure.
She is.
So, I mean, after seeing her like in Euphoria, and then these 4 movies, how she's grown in Dune, The Odyssey. I mean, minor roles, but major impact on what she's been doing. So, and we'll wrap up the spoiler real short, but Elena, her cameos. What do you think?
I love Yelena. We were just talking about it at the dinner table. Kelly, we were like, oh my gosh, she's just so funny. I love Yelena's spirit. And like when she tells Spider-Man that he needs to come to the office and he needs to get in the water so that she can make sure that he has no weapons. She's like, you have a little soak and I make sure you have no weapons. It's all good. It's and she's telling him that what he goes through is small potatoes and what I do is big potato. I love that.
I don't know that. That's what you should be doing. And so, no, her cameos in this was, it was great. So I love that we're still, even though these are related to the MCU, but they're still Sony movies, but they still throw in the MCU characters and stuff just to keep them connected.
That was the one cameo that I was like, I had no idea. Like nobody had any idea. And Kelly was like, she was watching the like red carpet or something like that, and they said the only one Florence Pugh went to was the one in London, was the premiere in London, and everybody was kind of like, why is Florence Pugh here? But I mean, like she's part of the Marvel family, so it's not totally out of the question that she would show up. But
they all go,
but it is kind of like, why?
And for our everybody listening or watching, I saw this a couple days before Courtney, so like I knew she's a big fan of Yelena and Florence Pugh because I was just
I love Yelena.
But what do you think of the stinger?
I was like, this is why somebody gave it 9 out of 10.
We'll get on that real shortly. But what do you think of the post-credit scene? After the rumors is going to tie in directly with Doomsday, which it might, but
I think it was cute. Do I think I wanted a different scene? Yes, but I like the tie-in of the Spidey tracker.
Yeah,
and then technically there's 2 Spideys, I think.
So some of my theories like, that's it. We waited for that. That was worse than Cap doing the little commercial at the
I just I don't think it was a bad post-credit scene. I just think people kind of like, if you weren't paying attention too closely, then you were kind of like, huh, what? What it is it shows Spider-Man in Queens, then it pulls out, and it pulls out even further, and it goes into space, and then it shows another. Yeah, the Spidey tracker pulls out because it's another Spider-Man sighting or something like that, right? And so it pulls out, and then it goes out to, and you see Earth, and then it's in space. Some people, or like at least Screen Crush, says that they think that this is tracking maybe Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and that there's an incursion, and his world may be in danger.
Possibly.
Because there's a possible rumor that Toby will be Spider-Man in Doomsday.
Well, Toby's world,
Or
I
in
believe, is
Secret
the
Wars.
same. Toby's Spider New York is the same as the X-Men, the Fox's X-Men. From what I've heard,
Possibly.
which we've
Oh, okay.
seen in the Doomsday trailer, that Professor
Yeah.
X is directly looking at an incursion, which I think
Yeah.
this might wipe out. And I mean, little spoiler alert, this might wipe out the original X-Men, and which is why we're getting new X-Men. But I think there's a bigger story to
Which is
that
why I
than just
say these
wiping them
things.
out. Yeah. And so,
Yeah.
well, but
I think there
it would have
has
been
to be a bigger story.
yeah,
than
and I
just
think it would be received a little bit better if there was also a traditional mid-credit that actually was a scene,
Yeah.
which there wasn't. It was just the Spidey
Exactly.
tractor.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Which
So
that becomes like, like, why am I sitting and watching a cartoon? It's kind of like at the end of Fantastic Four, where they had
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four cartoon. I was like, why did I wait until the end of the movie for that? But I'm pretty sure that ties in somewhere else too. But I'm just saying, like, people had the same reaction at the Fantastic Four post credit.
yeah. Well, before we get to our ratings, I just want to say, as of now, which is August 3rd, recording, Spider-Man Brand New Day has shattered its opening weekend, getting a total of 360 million domestically over the weekend. It hit like 169 or 68 on its first day, which is crazy. And worldwide already, it's at 932 million.
I
That's
don't think
4 days.
either. Yeah, I don't think any of us were close. I think I said 212.
You know what? Shout out. I think Elliot might have been the closest. He said like 200 mil. And we're like, dude, that's a lot. But
Well, I
He
said
went-
212. I
yeah,
know
I said
did, but
97.
I don't know.
I way underperformed.
I mean, I think Entertainer or I looked it up, and like No Way Home made like 216, so I knew it was gonna be high.
Yeah.
Like everybody likes Spider-Man, so
That's what I'm going to say. There's definitely not any Spider-Man fatigue at all. We're going to get more Tom Holland movies for sure. We're getting a one more Across the Spider-Verse, and those are amazing too. So yeah, I way underperformed. So I'm excited to see what happens in the future if he shows up in Doomsday or even Secret Wars or what's next for Spider-Man. But what do you rate
as
this?
of right now, Tom Holland has not been announced for Doomsday yet.
Yeah, could be a surprise.
And that's why he was so mad that he didn't get invited to Comic-Con, and he's like, why are all my friends there?
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Because you can't keep your mouth shut, sir.
Right?
You're in the same room with Mark Ruffalo. That's just bad news. So, but we have a rating system. So, so far, Alex might be watching it right now as of recording. So we don't know his ratings. But I will ask ladies first. What is your rating? 1 to 10, or should I say 6 to 10? Because I know.
I would say it's about. I would say it was 9.5. It needed Derek. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, and yes, a 9.5, just because, like, I really liked No Way Home a lot. The stakes were high in No Way Home.
Yeah.
Aunt May died. I mean, even in this one, you get Spider-Man himself.
Oh, her scenes, like we were talking out of recording, like her talking with Jean, it through Peter's head.
Oh God, yeah. That scene was amazing too. Aunt May talking straight to Jean Grey when she's never had that kind of talk before.
Yeah.
But yeah, 9.5. I think.
So Courtney gives it a 9.5. Like I said, I loved it. And I gave it an 8.5. I'm a little strict on movies. But this is saying a lot because I don't like to give 0.5s. I like to just keep it solid. And if I decide I want to give it the 0.5, then I round up and give it up. But I still think an 8.5 is great. Sean gave it a 9. So the average DU score is a 9 for the three of us. So
Sweet.
9 out of 10.
I'm sure Alex
Spider-Man
will like
Brand
it
New.
too. I don't know what his preferences are on Spider-Man, but I'm sure he's gonna say it's up there.
Yeah, but definitely check out pay attention to our Instagram, the Disney Universe podcast, because we'll update the scores once Alex gives his in. So, but yeah, let us know what you guys thought of Spider-Man Brand New Home and how many times you've seen it as of now. But now we'll try to keep this short. We can't, but we're getting ready for D23. Just not even 2 weeks from D23 week. We're about a week and a half away. So we're just going to kind of go over some of the stuff that we're going to be doing and then things we're looking forward to at the expo. They don't call it the expo anymore, but it's just easier to just say expo or just D23, not the ultimate Disney fan event every time we mention it. So
it's just a mouthful, honestly.
Oh yeah. So we will be starting Wednesday, August 12th, and this will be the Angels game, D23 at the Angels. And this is even like the Tuesday before they're doing D23 at the Packing District in Anaheim. Lots of food and drinks and arts and crafts and all that good stuff. So, but we're not going to be able to make it to that. But we'll be going to the baseball game, and it'll be a lot of fun. Angels aren't doing too hot right now, but it's okay because I love seeing live baseball and throwing some Disney. I'm all for it. So the giveaway, they always have a special D23 giveaway through the exclusive ticket. I believe there might be a regular door prize too for people that didn't get the ticket. But the main thing is a brand new Mickey D23 bobblehead, and he's in red and white. But I believe, I don't know the actual number, but I believe there's
23.
Yeah, I assume there'd be 23 golden
there's 23 golden Mickeys.
Yeah.
Only 23 people now the first 2,300 people, 23,000 fans, I think.
Yeah.
Get the regular Mickey, but 23 out of those 23,000 fans get a golden Mickey. We don't know who, don't know when, but
it's completely random.
Will walk away with a golden. And then if you bought the ticket through D23, you do get a Mickey pin as well.
Yeah, so here's the bobblehead. Even the regular one looks amazing.
I would not mind having even the regular one. The gold one is cool, but I like the regular one.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I believe tickets are still available, but very limited right now.
I don't think they've sold out. Yeah, it's 23,000. Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. And they're doing so much cool things because we're not going to this one, but might as well throw it all the way. But Monday at one of the local breweries, Bottle Logic, they're actually having D23 night there. So they have special releases. I think they're having like trivia or something. This is a great brewery. They have delicious beer. Me and Alex had one of their managers on before on our Fresh Hops podcast. So let's see. I won't get into too much. They're hosting Disney Bingo. And then here's the Packing District deal here, which is in the beautiful downtown Anaheim little area.
But it looked like you had to get tickets this time for the Packing District.
Yeah, because first of all, parking sucks down there. And it's pretty limited, but it's still a good time. So, and they don't have it up here, but the following night is Thursday, and we'll be going to D23 Day at Disneyland once again. And so, but one of the things, probably the main thing we're really hoping for is what they're doing in the evening.
Well, there's two things that they do for D23 Day in the park besides giving out free merch or merch you can buy. They are giving out free ear hats in the morning. So if you get that early enough, you'll get a free hat. During the day, they have a Legends Cavalcade. This is on the double-decker bus, and it's all these different Disney characters along with some select Disney legends. In the past, it's been Bill Farmer, Jodie Benson, usually some from the new class, but the ones that go all the time, basically, there'll be a Legends Cavalcade. And then at the end of the night, at the World of Color area, right in front of where Joey has his background, they are doing a princess concert. This is to kick off World Princess Week. It is being filmed for Disney Plus, so people can watch it on Sunday night on August 16th on Disney Plus. But we are hoping to see it live in person. So we are hoping to get a virtual queue and get wristbands and all that fun stuff.
So they did this last year, right, to kick off Princess Week? But this one's supposed to be bigger, more.
They did do it, but it was overnight, and it was on maybe 3 days before. They invited a bunch of D23 members. You could get a complimentary ticket, but it was during the night. It was overnight. It was on a Thursday night. Nobody knew about it this time. It's during D23 day taking over the park. It's during park hours, so you don't have to be a D23 member to go and see this. You on virtual queue. That being said, don't get any ideas because I need to see this. I will fight you for that spot. Just kidding, sort of.
No, you don't have to log. You just show up. You don't need to queue it.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything. No, not at all. So yeah, we are vying for spots to see this. There's 2 showings of it. There's one at 8:30 and one at 9 o'clock or something like that. And then the next day we get to get up early and go to the convention.
Nice. So for the actual D23, and I'll say it this one time, the ultimate Disney fan event taking place at the Anaheim Convention Center and then concluding once again at the Honda Center. So we are going to start on Friday. I'm going to try to pull up the schedule. Sometimes the website's a little wonky, but so this day, and like I said, so in the past, we've had our 3-day badges. Last time we had the 3-day with the Honda Center. This year, you guys have heard the story. We got all separate date. We're going the whole weekend, but all of us got two Honda Centers and
so the
3
problem
individual day
was,
tickets, so.
if you haven't heard the story, the problem is by the time we got into the queue and got through the queue, all of the 3-day tickets, all the 3-day badges were sold out. So we had to work together and get individual day tickets. So we got 6 Friday with Honda Center and 4 Friday without Honda Center. And then we got 6 Saturday with Honda Center, and we got 4 Saturday without Honda Center. Sunday was a lot easier because I guess not a whole lot of people want to go see the Legend ceremony, but I do. And I know Joey does. I had a blast last time. So it was easier to get all 10 Sunday tickets, but we still needed 2 separate accounts to get all 10 tickets for everybody who was trying. So it's been quite an ordeal keeping all of the tickets straight. And we will need to make a plan on how to meet up so that we all get badges so we can get in on Friday, because we do not have our Friday badges. I think Julie has our Friday badges.
Nice.
But so that's our story, is not all 10 of us are going to the Honda Center every day. So on Friday, that is mine and Joey's first Honda Center day. But what are we looking forward to, or what are you looking forward to besides the Honda Center that day?
Well, first, just the walking up to the convention center it's like we're here. It's that Chewy we're home moment.
I know.
Just walking up and seeing all the posters last year, seeing the giant Swarovski sorcerer hat.
Yeah.
You know, we lined up, queued up for the marketplace, but that first bit of when you walk into the show floor and you just get smacked in the face with Disney everything. That's one of the first things that I'm looking forward to, of course, is seeing all that. But and probably running to one of the go-to booths first, like to lose some money right away. Either the depending on the virtual queue, the Ravensburg or Roosevelt's, but just soaking it all in is I mean, that's kind of a cheap answer, but that's it though. And it's hard to say right now because as of recording, we're still kind of waiting to see what we got or didn't get for the RSP system. But
right, which doesn't mean we can't stand in line for a panel, or it doesn't mean that one of our friends didn't get a panel and they won't take us with them, because you're allowed to take up to 5 people, and we made sure that we have extra slots for everybody, just in case.
But I'll kind of feed off what you say. What are you looking forward to Friday?
Well, Friday, I do want to try and do the Walt Disney Company store, just because there's a lot of stuff in there that I want, and I don't want it to be gone, so I don't want to wait too long to go in there. I am looking forward to if we get it, a musical score, the Disney music, a musical score panel. I'm looking forward to going through the box lunch store, see what they have brought with them. Apparently it's going to be a big circus tent, so that's going to be interesting. And there's going to be a long line for that. There's Cakeworthy is doing Disney trivia all weekend long through Kahoot. And they're giving out cool prizes, with actual stuff that they brought. I don't know. Just on Friday, I just want to take it all in too. I'm looking forward to going through the TVA booth, the Marvel booth. I'm looking forward to going through the Disney Plus and Hulu booth. I know it may not be all on Friday, but just through the whole weekend, because we do have a lot more time on Saturday because we're not going to the Honda Center. D23, they're gonna have Cakeworthy's gonna have a lot of cool stuff. They're gonna do some trivia. Pandora has mystery blind boxes. Spirit Jersey has a vending machine. I don't know.
There's a lot of trivia too.
Yeah, I know. The Spotlight stage has a lot of cool stuff that, that was my favorite thing. It used to be Talent Central. My early days, I didn't do any of the big panels, and we just sat in front of Talent Central and had a good time watching whatever was on that stage one time. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. That was one of my goals when Ashley Eckstein and Mark Daniels were hosting one of those small stages. That was one of my favorite things of the whole entire expo. I know. So I'm showing for our audio listeners. Oh yeah. I'm showing our Cakeworthies what they're having, their flannels and pins and stuff. But one of the big things from Tokyo are the little Sherpa beanies, the Lost Boys, or last year was the Mickey ears, even at Disneyland. But they're doing their own Mickey Mouse Club ears with a D23 little patch on the back.
Enamel pin. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm sure that's going to be sold out right away.
It was one of the prizes that they said they were going to give away with the trivia too. So.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm looking forward to though is I mentioned Ravensburg and Roosevelt's, but one of my favorite to go to all the time is the Disney Music Emporium, which this year they've teamed up with just regular Disney music. Like you mentioned, the Sirius site on
Sirius
and
XM.
so they're doing a lot of stuff together. It sounds like the Disney Music Emporium is all I've heard about are the vinyl releases. I haven't heard about anything else really, but there's supposed to be 14 vinyl releases. So as of recording, they've revealed a die-cast cut Winnie the Pooh vinyl, which in the front it has him going through the honey pot. Then you flip it over and has his butt with a little face painted on it. The chair, that rabbit set up. So it has the Winnie the Pooh theme on one side. Then on the B side, I believe it has the Heffalumps and Woozles. And so that got revealed. It's a beautiful looking die cast. A lot of people that just like to collect those because they did a BB-8 one, they did a Porg one, they did a Grogu one. So that got revealed. Then the next day they revealed a beautiful 2 vinyl Epcot set that pretty much starts from when the park opened and a lot of those original classics all the way to today with music from Cosmic Rewind and Ratatouille, Remy's Adventure. And plus they said there's also a rare audio recording of Walt Disney talking about Epcot. We've probably seen the video plenty of times, but it's nice to have the little audio cut. They used to do this with the soundtracks all the time. I know they did it on like Mary Poppins and a few other ones. They actually had him talking with the Sherman Brothers and stuff. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to going to, and I don't even know what else they're going to do yet. But this whole booth looks like it's going to be very interactive. One thing you're looking forward to is recording. You want to mention that?
Yeah, they said that you could record your top 5 songs. What they do at what they do a lot on Tuesdays. It's called Be Our Guest, and you're kind of like a guest DJ on Sirius XM, and then they play that the whole day throughout the Tuesday, and they play your top 5 Disney songs. So you choose your top 5 Disney songs and you kind of introduce them, and then you're the DJ for the day. So I'm looking forward to recording one of those, hopefully in the recording booth.
Nice. And so I'm trying to pull up the map and zone in a little bit of the show floor. But a lot of these typical booths and areas are a lot bigger this year because they are not doing the Friends of the Walt Disney Company. So a lot of the other places are a lot bigger. So I mean, you got the Disney Plus Hulu experience, but then across from that, you got the Disney Plus and Hulu Theater.
And then there's also a little store.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
But one of the ones I'm looking forward to is there's like 2 things. If you look here,
Bluey. Yeah.
No. It's still Hulu.
Oh. Yeah, there's a
store. A Hulu concierge, and then the store. I don't know. It's still hard to see, so sorry about that. But one thing I'm really looking forward to is the ESPN area. Because they're actually, as we all know, ESPN will be showing this year's Super Bowl or next year's Super Bowl.
Concierge. The Disney Plus Hulu Concierge. I think that's where they have people set up to help you with your subscription.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then there's a Disney and Hulu store.
Yeah. So look how big this Disney Plus Hulu area is. That's crazy.
Yeah. And it has its own store that nobody's talking about. It's crazy.
Yeah. But ESPN is, like I said, they're doing this whole Super Bowl thing. And literally today, I'm like, you know what? Because they're going to have a thing where you can like almost like film your own commercial. And then.
No way.
Yeah. And because we've all, well, I don't say we've all seen it, but they did have that Disney Super Bowl commercial that aired right after this year's Super Bowl. And it showed all the different IP headed to LA. So they're going to have a little bit of that. But they're also going to have the Lombardi Trophy, which is a Super Bowl trophy, and you can take pictures and you can do stuff. So I'm like, I told Courtney, I'm like, all right, I'm going to be wearing my Niner jersey around here because I'm just going not all day. I'm only going to put it in my backpack, but I'm really looking forward to that area. But the show floor is going to be crazy amazing. I mean, all the favorites, the studio stuff, and like you said, the TVA, Lucasfilm is doing the fireside chats, the Pixar stuff. So there's not going to be a shortage of anything to do out here.
No.
But and with you, the number one panel I want to see is that the score, which is pretty much hosted. It's a Michael Giacchino talking about scoring at his Disney, Marvel, Star Wars theme parks, and Pixar. And Anthony Gonzalez will be singing. He's the voice of Miguel from Coco, which we were like, oh, he's an adult now, but maybe it might be a little preview of.
Maybe a preview of what's to come. But I do know that some people in our party want to go to Beauty and the Beast, celebrating 35 years of Beauty and the Beast. What is it called? It's called Beauty, A Tale as Old as Time. Beauty and the Beast, A Tale as Old as Time. And what it is it's going to have the filmmakers from the animated feature, as well as the people from Broadway on there. So Susan Egan is going to be at this panel.
Yeah.
Because she was the original Belle on Broadway. So
yeah, I know some people are like, no, that's Meg. Well, yes, that's Meg, but she got
yes, it is Meg.
As Meg for voicing Belle.
She tells this. Yeah, she tells the story of how she was playing Belle on Broadway, and the audition came up for Meg, and Disney almost didn't let her audition for it because she was their Belle. She was a princess on Broadway, and so they didn't want to miss that. And she was like, "Oh, honey, you don't even know. Meg is where I live. Like Belle is me acting, but Meg is me." And I'm so glad that she is our Meg for sure.
That's awesome. What else? Oh, another thing on the show floor is the archives exhibit.
Yes,
this is always
definitely looking forward.
They always bring it every expo, something different. So,
that is like one of the main attractions on the floor is the archives, as well as whatever Marvel brings at their booth. They said they're bringing back the TVA. It's going to be a totally different walkthrough experience, but Avatar is going to be back on the floor. Lucasfilm is going to have their fireside chats with their actors and actresses and filmmakers. So there's just so much to do on the floor.
Yeah, and then I'm looking around for the Talent Central because there's some really cool signings. There's Lorcana artists. They're having a Lorcana novel coming out in the fall or winter, so you can buy that book in the Ravensburg area, and they're going to have the author signing it. You got Eric Goldberg doing signings, and Joe Rohde because he's got a new book, and very cool. And then
one of the cool things that I had put in an RSP for is there's a couple of artists doing signing their concept art for Carousel of Progress and I think Piston Peak, which is the new Cars themed land in Magic Kingdom. So they're having people sign their concept art for the new lands that are coming, or new attractions, because during the weekend they do have one that's doing a concept art signing of Soarin' Over America. So like Soarin' Across America, I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah. So that's kind of like different. They don't usually do that.
And then kind of sticking to this, like the smaller stuff. And these are the hidden gems, some of the hidden gems. Yeah. But like Courtney mentioned, the Spotlight stage, they're doing trivia. They got Spotlight Brass, Disney Stars trivia. There's Star Wars trivia. There's DJs. So Friday, we'll talk about Saturday soon in a little bit, but there's a different DJ, I think, each day. But there's this group called Metal Mouse. They're like an 80s like hair metal band that plays Disney music, and they're going to be playing the spotlight stage throughout the weekend. So I'm hoping to see them, a few times, only because, content creating, I want to get some video, but then I'll have my camera one of the days. So I'll take my camera and do that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking, it's going to be fun. But
It's going to be so much fun.
yeah,
I'm so excited.
but what are you looking forward to the most, or hoping? We did this on Extra Magic Hour, but for the Honda Center, which is the studio presentation.
Well, yeah, it's the studio presentation, so I'm looking forward to new film announcements. I want to hear about Hexed a little bit more, which I know they're very heavily promoting Hexed this time around, because it comes out in November. I know we're going to hear a little bit more about Frozen 3 and maybe some Frozen 4, because we do know that they are animating them both together. Even though they are coming out one at a time, they are working on them at the same time. I am looking forward to hearing a little bit more about Gato, because right now it makes no sense. It looks like a cat mob movie, and I don't know if I like that or not. I think it could be a cool idea, but I don't know if it's going to work out. So I'm patiently waiting for more details on those, but I am looking forward to live action stuff, and of course Star Wars and Marvel. They're always in there too. So
yeah, like going back to the last D23, my highlight was the Tron Ares, and it wasn't necessarily. I mean, it was cool seeing the trailer, it was cool seeing the cast and all the red lights, but the way they announced that Nine Inch Nails was doing the soundtrack was like, that was the cherry on the top. I think that was one of my loudest cheers of the time. But I love all the Disney stuff. I'm excited to see the Doomsday stuff. But man, I'm all about the Star Wars, what they're going to be showing for Starfighter. We're going to get our first look. I mean, Sean Levy's been really good at posting photos on Instagram on set and stuff, but we're getting the trailer. I guarantee we're getting the trailer or a teaser. We're getting footage. And so I'm super excited for that. I'm super excited because we're going to also get, I believe, a teaser or trailer or just footage of Ahsoka season 2. And so just give me all the Star Wars. Shadow Lord, I think we're going to get an update on season 2, since we've talked out of recording that they've already been working on it even before it was green lit. So a lot of exciting Star Wars stuff. And maybe like we talked about an extra Mac, some stuff that might get surprise announcements or something we didn't know about that they're going to be doing. So excited for that. And of course, I it took me a long time to get to this point, but we forgot. But I think we're going to get the little teaser too for Oswald TV show coming to Disney Plus, because it is show run. I've mentioned, I always got to mention this, but it's show run by Jon Favreau, and he doesn't show up to D23 empty handed. So we're getting something for Oswald. Pretty exciting. But it's going to be a great night. Great way to kick off D23 in my opinion. But and we'll be doing this with our friends, Sarah and Richard and Julie and James, hopefully near each other, but if not, we'll be hanging out before and after, for sure.
I do know that our seats are together on Friday and they're together on Sunday, but for the most part, I think it's like 6 and 4, but we're not too far apart. Saturday is the seats. We're not going, but I do know that Sarah just got like seats wherever, so I don't know if anybody's together. Well, honestly.
Oh, and of course, we're going to get our first real look, and we're going to be getting this all weekend though, but our first real look of Percy Jackson season 3. I know they teased some stuff at San Diego Comic-Con, but this is D23. This is the home of Percy Jackson, so
absolutely, 100%.
we're going to get some good fun stuff. But what about Saturday? I mean, same show floor stuff, but if there's any other Talent Central or things you're looking forward to?
Well, that day, for Talent Central, like the pros from Dancing with the Stars are going to be there. So I know Kelly RSP'd for that. So if we get that, I'll probably go to that. I know that the stars of Percy Jackson are signing that day too. I didn't put in for the RSP of that because I think it overlaps with something else that we were trying to go see.
R2 and Choppers that day.
But what?
Oh, I just look at the schedule that R2 and Chopper are there that day.
Oh, yeah. I do know that blah. So there's a lot of photo ops going on that day. This is the day of because this is the day of Percy Jackson's actual panel. So they have their own panel on Saturday. So I did put in for the RSP for that. So I hope we get that again. We got it the last time, so I hope we get it this time. We're going to be mostly hanging around the ACC this day because, like I said, not all of us get to go to the Honda Center this day. So me and Joey and Julie and James will be hanging around the convention center and doing what we can do. I do want to stop by the Little Words Project booth. I think that'll be a fun thing to look at. I do want to do the volunteers booth every day.
Every day.
We didn't do it every day last time. We did it, I think, 2 out of the 3 days because we didn't realize we could do it every day. So I want to do that. At that booth.
Good cosplay meetup day too, if you look at the schedule.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and I didn't bring that up, but yeah, that's been one of my favorite things to do at every expo is the Disney volunteer section. So usually it's like you get in line and you kind of go and put. Sometimes it was like care packages or school supplies or different things together, and then. It was cool, but like, you get like one day they had like a button. So you got like a Pixar button. And then the next day it was a Star Wars button. And it was cool, but you feel like you're doing good. You're just helping out. And then last year they upped the prizes. And like I said, we're not doing this for the prizes, but they were nice. So the one we missed out on is a Disney Volunteers crossbody, which Courtney actually traded with Kim.
I traded Amanda for it.
Yeah, because she wanted the pin. Yeah, and we had an extra pin or something like that. So
I had the pin. Yeah, I think we got the pin twice or something like that.
Yeah, because the crossbody was the one day. The other day was the ears, and then another day was a pin of the ears, I believe. But this year, I think it's the first time they actually have like pre-announced. I don't want to say charities, but so one of them. It was, I believe, it was Make-A-Wish. Is it?
One of them is Make-A-Wish.
Which is, you're a Disney fan. You support Make-A-Wish. You love what Disney does with Make-A-Wish. And another one is a family of veterans, which really I love supporting veterans and our military and stuff. So this, giving back to them is pretty awesome. And then the other one is another close charity to all our hearts is the Starlight Children's Foundation. So it's like, okay, three foundations that are very important to me and us. So yeah, we're going to definitely do that. One thing I'm going to mention, and this might be the day I do my my camera because like I said, we're not going to Honda. We're not going to Honda, but this is going to be a good cosplay day. This is the day I'll probably bring my Niner jersey for that little area. But the spotlight stage, I wasn't paying attention before, but our favorite White Rabbit DJ is going to be spinning all day here.
Heck yeah! DJ Wendy Walker, White Rabbit DJ.
Yes. So if you remember the Mad Tea Party, yeah. Oh, she was the best, hands down. But I know you mentioned Percy Jackson's season 3 panel is going to be later in the afternoon. We got Greek fever right now between the Odyssey and just loving Disney just certain movies. So they're doing. There's this podcast that's out for National Geographic called Greeking Out, and it's pretty much a kids podcast, and they just teach kids Greek mythology. So at 11:30 at the Spotlight stage, they're doing this Greeking Out with Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I think would be fun. I've actually started listening to the podcast, and even for a kids podcast, it's actually pretty good. It's really enjoyable. And as of right now, it's a 2 hosts, and then I think Courtney said one of the producers of the show. And then later on in the day, they're doing Greeking Out with Hercules, which sounds awesome. We're both big fans of Hercules. And again, it's the podcast host. And I think this one has, I believe he's a Disney legend, but director. Well, yeah, but Ron Clemens, one of the directors, and Susan Egan. So this would be kind of cool. I know it kind of comes up before the Percy Jackson. So hopefully you can, check it out for a little bit before we got to go. Yeah. If we get the Percy Jackson, I'm sure we will between everybody that signed up for it. There should be some chances to get. But that'll be cool. But yeah, like I said, DJ Wendy will be there pretty much throughout the entire day. So
sweet.
That's going to be a lot of fun. And then this will be the night we might be able to do some late panels. So was there anything that you were kind of eyeballing?
So later in the day, I was eyeballing,
and I'm just reminding people if she's looking that this is the first time that they're calling it afternoon tickets, but it's really early evening because a whole crop of people can join in at 4:00, and then the expo lasts to convention center lasts to 8.
Yes, and like I said, I want to go to Percy Jackson Olympians, which is 3:30 to 4:30. But then also later on in the night, I was kind of like eyeballing. Well, they are doing a Disney Rewind concert on Friday, and then those who can't go Friday, they are doing it again on Saturday. So, and that is in a pretty big stage, the premiere stage. So we might do that, but also there was a Tinkerbell presentation called The Worlds of Tinkerbell, Neverland to Pixie Hollow, which I thought was pretty interesting, which overlaps with that. It's 6:45 to 7:45. With Ashley Eckstein leading that panel. But then also there is
great moments with Walt Disney.
In between the two. And there's that, but there was like a bigger one. No, I guess that was it. But all these the smaller ones too. The Great Moments with Walt Disney is probably a good one too. There is Disney Marvels: A Legacy of Stories presented by M&M's.
Ooh, so
which is about the comics, I believe.
Yeah. So I think this panel, it's Disney style around the world. And I don't know if that's just clothing or even interior decorating, but a new friend of the DU, we did the Walt Disney Family Museum meetup with Chris from Failed Imagineer. And I think Sunny Chanel, who did the book on the Disney, decorating the Disney, like your home. And I think she's in that panel. So I might try to say hi or something if we have time.
Cool. But. Yeah. That'd be fun.
So this will be our, I mean, who knows? Maybe we might just like leave a little early this day. I'm trying to coax Courtney into a little hot tub time to relax the feet.
Or we could go to a concert.
Or we could go to a concert.
Disney Rewind concert.
Nice.
I mean, any way you slice it, we're going to be back at the room before they are. So
yeah,
it'll be an early night anyways, because the Rewind concert only goes to 8:30.
So Sunday, as we wrap up, is a weird day because we're getting to obviously to the convention center, but what time does the Legends start again?
So Legends is at 1. I think it might start at 1:30, but it does say that you have to go to the Honda Center at 1 p.m., which is a little bit tight because I know that a lot of us want to go to the Leslie Iwerks
Yes.
Disney World Builders panel, which is 10:15 to 12 p.m. And so that is a 2-hour panel because they are going to talk about the documentary that Leslie made, and then we get first showing of it. We get a first showing of the actual documentary. So this is a longer panel. I didn't realize it went all the way to noon from like 10:15.
Wow.
So logistics is going to be kind of tight to go to the Honda Center, but I think it'll be worth it though.
And shout out to Leslie Iwerks. She's a legend. I mean, even if she's not yet.
Yeah, I think she's the next one to be a legend, honestly, because
she's got to be. But
she's legacy on top of that. So
yeah. And an incredible filmmaker. But after the panel, she's going to be at Talent Central with Bob Weiss probably signing the poster of the documentary.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's from 12:45 to 1:45.
Yeah. So if you can go see her and have her sign a poster.
Yeah. One of the things I did sign up for was they're having a signing at 11:15 at Talent Central with Daniel Logan, who played young Boba Fett in the Clone Wars, and then voiced him again in the animated Clone Wars. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going for the hands-on, more of the hands-on or personal experiences. That everybody was going for the panels, and I mean, even though the only one I went for was the Michael Giacchino score one. But then again, there's more stuff at Spotlight Stage with Metal Mouse playing again, some sing-alongs, and just a lot of fun stuff. Plus, it's not like we're going to not be shopping anymore too. So,
right. I mean, you kind of shop the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And there's more, shops to go into. I mean, I only really talked about the Walt Disney Company one, but the D23 Marketplace is going to have a lot of art in there. They just announced 4 Faniversary lines that they're going to have in there.
The Muppet Show.
The Muppet Show and Princess Diaries and all these different kinds. And then I always
Alice in Wonderland Croquet Club.
Yeah, but they did say that that's going to be in the park as well.
Okay.
At D23 Day. I think that and the Hunchback 30th anniversary stuff is going to be in the park. But
the Faniversary,
Mickey's a Glendale, I really want to go in there too.
Yeah, the Faniversary stuff that they released today, the Muppet stuff is way better than the Muppet stuff they announced or showed off at the other store. That
yes and no, because I'm not buying that sweater with the actual Muppet dolls on it. I'm just not.
I like that silk jacket.
But everything else,
totally retro.
Yeah, I was like,
because I know you. I know you thought I was going to like the other stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm good. But
I just like the necklace. I want Miss Piggy or something like that, or Kermit. Maybe Kermit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So looking forward to all the experiences on the show floor, like we mentioned before. Going to the Legends ceremony, we talked about, I think, when they announced it, or at least on Walt's apartment. But is there anybody, the top 2 you're looking forward to seeing inducted? I know we can talk about each one, but
oh geez, I mean,
we don't have to though.
This class, there isn't anybody bad or that I didn't know that is being inducted. I wouldn't say bad, but there's not anybody I don't have to see them get inducted. I love everybody on this list. There's only one person I'm not really familiar with, and it's because he's from ESPN.
And he's awesome.
But I know, and I should know him, but I don't. But I'm gonna name 3, and they're all women: Kim Irvine, Anne Hathaway, and Susan Egan.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway.
Those
the
are my
one from
top
the
three.
Odyssey?
Huh?
I said, Anne Hathaway, the one from the Odyssey.
Yes.
That's not even a Disney movie.
Mia. They're
I know. I'm just kidding.
Mia. She's Mia. She's our princess.
All of them solid. Kim Irvine. I mean, like we talked about Leslie Iwerks, just a legacy, but well deserved in her
Kim
own
is
right,
like-
even without her mom. You know, she's a
I
great
know.
and a great ambassador for Disneyland as it is too. And of course, Susan
Yeah.
Egan, your favorite.
Oh, my heart. I love her so much. And I've got to
And
meet
now-
her. I have met her a couple of times. Like,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, I have gotten to meet her. She's such a sweetheart.
I know. It's like there's like certain people because you see them at these Disney events, and she's one of them that's always at. It's like you just want to kind of like just bump in. Oh, hey, big fan.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
I wonder because they always had somebody present, or at least the one Legends I went to last year, but like with somebody that has the songs, they had Lainey Wilson saying
Mhm.
Miley Cyrus. So I wonder if somebody's going to come up and sing "I Won't Say I'm in Love" when they present,
Maybe.
or "Home," or your favorite Beauty and the Beast song,
Oh
"Home."
my God. If they sing Home, I'm like going to be in tears.
What if? Okay, a quick little what if. What if Paige O'Hara comes out and sings "Home" to present
Wow.
Susan Egan as a legend?
I mean,
Welcome
that would
her
be
to the club.
crazy. Yeah, I know, right?
It might be a modern.
That would be amazing, actually.
Yeah. Well, you brought it up on Extra Magic Hour, but what if just bring back Megan Trainor after what she did with Feed the Birds?
Oh God. Yeah.
So for me, I'm gonna stick with two. I'm a fan of everybody. That it's a great class, but I'm only
It
gonna
is.
stick with two, and this is just longevity. Eric Goldberg, well overdue. Just
Yeah.
for animating, just the story of animating the genie alone, but all the characters he's done, not just movies, but he's done a lot of the like Disney afternoon characters, kind of like the shorts that were going on through like the 80s
Yeah.
and 90s that we grew up
You're
with.
right.
So,
Yeah.
well overdue. And like, I hope I get into, I signed up for one of his signings too. So fingers crossed. And one of my, I think I mentioned it before, but, I got a sketch he did of the genie when I
Mhm.
won, or when Sacramento got chosen to screen Aladdin before it got released on Blu-ray. And so it was an
Right.
actual Eric Goldberg sketch of the genie. So I would love to get that signed. But another one is a film producer, Jerry Bruckheimer.
Bruckheimer,
His movies, I mean, his films, such a great, known for adrenaline based movies, but he's done some really good dramas and comedies too. So,
yeah.
again, and this is maybe a little tease that we might get Pirate 6, that we might get
Hopefully.
National Treasure 3, which is in the rumor mill. So,
Hopefully. I mean, those are two
Yeah.
of his biggest Disney ones, I think, like franchises. So
agree, so-
I hope so. I love Bruckheimer films. You know
yeah.
it's going to be a good time when you see Bruckheimer on the film, like open up. So
yeah, absolutely. So, and like I said, I mean, everybody in this class, I mean, is well deserved and it's going to be very exciting to see them. So,
and I know Kelly's number one is the Jonas Brothers. So
oh, of course.
Yeah.
So,
have to mention them.
yeah, very cool. But we will all be in the Honda Center for that one. So,
Mm-hmm. And then we
most
get to
likely-
go back to the ACC for the nighttime stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, might have to take a lunch break though before we walk in. So,
Oh, all 3 days we need to find time for lunch.
oh yeah, absolutely. Did you see the post that I sent with the most important announcement dropped today? And it was the food truck.
Oh, the food trucks, yeah.
The food truck list.
I did see that, yeah.
So, always excited for food. But Anything else you're super looking forward to for just in general of the expo or the? Yeah.
On Sunday night, there's the whole new world of Alan Menken.
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping we make it back in time to be able to do.
And just letting people know that, like, this is something we've both done in the past separately before we were even friends, but such a great one-man concert of like his history and the stories he would tell of him and Howard Ashman and even his non-Disney songs like Little Shop of Horrors and
and
all that
I think
stuff.
he did play Little Shop last time.
Yeah, he did that and Suddenly Seymour.
Oh yeah. I mean,
So and
I love just hearing Alan Menken like sing and tell the stories himself. There is also another panel that is very intriguing to me. It's Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, 55 Magical Years. I love Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. But it does kind of overlap, I think, with a whole new world. So we may have to choose one or the other. But also, Hey Jonas is recording a live episode of their podcast. So I know Kelly wants to go to that. But I think she's prepared to go to it by herself if she wants to go to it.
I was gonna say that's all you guys. I don't know if my ears can handle her screaming for that one.
Too bad. But yeah. Oh yes, the food trucks. What do we got for food trucks going on?
So the Grand Plaza, which is like I mentioned, the big walk when you walk up to, we got. Let's see. The Coconut Truck, which is California Asian Fare, little fusion. Gray's Burgers. We got a pizza company, Epic. Oh, I think it's supposed to be European, but it's Epicurean Pizza Company. Mexican cuisine. We got a Spanish recipes, Latin influences. So we got. Oh, so this one's more like Barcelona, some like more Spanish, like Spaniard stuff.
Spanish.
Yeah. We got Greek food. Nice. Italian, Caribbean chicken. Globally inspired comfort food. So that's mac and cheese is my guess. and those kind of things. Taco truck.
Bon appetit.
Yes. We got OC tacos. We got Germany yum. So German, Turkish, and Mediterranean cuisine. We got Cruisin' Fusion, so Asian fusion. I'm actually a big fan of Asian fusion. More a Mexican grill. Gourmet Hawaiian. Ooh, maybe I could get my Loco Moco or Masubi. And then we got nothing for like a hot summer day in Anaheim to have some pho, some hot Vietnamese soup. But I love Vietnamese sandwiches too, so maybe they'll have some of those. But they have a great selection and diverse menu, so that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And don't forget to take your snacks because they are allowing them this year.
Last time we had them taken away from us, or like we didn't take them. Well, one day I think we hid them. Mm-hmm.
We hid them the second time just because I'm like, I need a little something to munch on. But I mean, I had trail mix and granola bars and red vine, so I kind of.
They also have food stations inside the convention center too.
Yeah, but they're expensive.
It's convention center food.
Yeah,
not that great.
But like I said, other than that, like what in a whole, what are you really excited for?
I'm just excited to spend the entire weekend with our crew and with you, and I'm excited to Disney bound / cosplay. I know for a fact I'm going to go as Ember from Elemental one day, and I'm going to go as Ariel one day. And I don't know, I haven't decided the last day yet, but I'm kind of leaning towards Scarlet Witch. And I might switch them around, but That's what I'm thinking of right now. But,
I know we bounded
I
two
just,
of the times last time. I don't know. I just haven't thought of because I haven't thought of anything this year, which is bad. I know. But I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I'm really trying to send the good juju and try to get into the Roosevelt's booth. So I know a couple. I'll be sporting some Roosevelts here and there, especially ones that you got me. I've said this so many times though. Like even before we were together, D23 has always been that like the Super Bowl of just, I would go on my own, but I'd meet up with like Sarah and Richard and other friends and throughout the time and stuff. And now that, this is our second D23 together and it's, makes it even more special. So it's just the continued, the memories that we're going to build.
yeah.
I mean, we still talk about the one from 2 years ago, like it was last week sometimes. And
I know.
I'll watch our video, which we will be doing a new video, of course, for Elements of Fun. Courtney will be writing articles for Diz Insider, and I'll keep shooting photos and videos for Here DU, for Walt's Apartment, and of course Elements of Fun. So like I said, it's just the memories. Every time just gets bigger and bigger and better and better.
Yeah.
So it's like it's hard to predict like what's going to be just that one. Like it's hard to even say that for last time. What was that one moment? But
just all together, the weekend is always like a blur.
Yeah.
You're always trying to stand into, get something really quickly to eat, and stand in the side and shove it in your face and get to a panel and get to a store. I mean, yeah.
And you never know who you're going to bump into as well, too.
No.
So.
Yeah.
The mystery of what's to come is always a fun thing, too.
Exactly.
The unexpected. But yeah,
that's why I'm
definitely.
Like, I want to plan stuff, but like I don't want to plan everything because I know there's so much to do, and a lot of it is just waiting in line, and so you have to make sacrifices too. Like I know all of us are gonna get a panel, but like not all of us can go. So because you can only take 5. So if we don't have 2 people get into one panel, then like not all 10 of us can go. So like. It is like, are you going to go to the panel or are you going to wait in line and go shopping or something like that, or go through one of the activations? So there's going to be choices. There's going to be hard choices to make. We had to make them last time, where Kelly and Sarah went to the music panel with Michael Giacchino and heard the Fantastic Four soundtrack for the first time while we stood in line for the D23 marketplace. And something like that might happen again because, with the virtual queues, you never know when you're going to be called. You could be called right away, or you could be called later in the day. And honestly, that first day, if we get called when we're at the Honda Center, the Honda Center is going to take precedence. But,
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
And so
there's going to be choices to make.
Yes. And so I want to remind you guys also that, we're recording one more extra magic hour, and it's our survival guide. So we're all going to be giving our tips, our tricks, our hacks. We want you guys, hopefully this will come out before. I'll try to release this out before. But we'll be doing a post. I don't know why I'm even mentioning it now, but if you're going to D23 for the first time, this will be your show you want to listen to. But one hack I'll give out here, one tip, one trick, just go with the flow. You're not going to get, like Courtney said, you're not going to get every panel you want. You're not going to be able to get into every experience that you want, but enjoy what you are doing. It is incredible, and it's one of those. It is what you make of it as well. Just like going to the parks, people always have a good time, even if it's crowded, or you can complain because it's crowded. It's going to be crowded at D23. You will be hurrying up and waiting, and but just go with the flow. That's the best way to. That's one of my best bit of advice. But no, I hope you guys.
In line, because you will be standing in lines upon lines upon lines.
And I know we can easily tell the story again, but go listen to the last extra magic hour. But maybe somebody you meet in line might be able to get you into a panel because they got an extra seat. So
Yeah.
don't be shy. Definitely check that out.
Nope.
But we will be back with a little bit of a recap show on in a couple weeks here. So once again, thank you guys for listening or watching. Let us know how you enjoy the show here. And one more time, I want to thank our awesome friends, the DU crew. We got Jacob, we got Wedge, Tyler, Alfredo, Jen, John, and Salah. So thank you guys for being part of our crew. And if you'd like to join the DU crew, probably once summer's done, we'll get better at our extra content. But check it out at patreon.com/DU crew. Subscribe on our YouTube at the DU TV for all our video content, park content, D23 content. I'm going to do some more shorts and stuff on there. We also, that's where we have our exclusive Glimmers of the Galaxy shows, our live Lorcana themed episodes that we've expanded on over the last couple of months. Throw on some Tiki Cast videos too. So check that out. Give us a like, subscribe, smash that bell button, all that good stuff. Or if you like the audio version, be sure you subscribe here if you're not listening to already at Walt's Apartment Productions on your favorite podcast platforms. So thank you, Courtney, for joining me this evening.
Of course.
Can't wait to D23 it up with you in a couple of weeks.
I know.
No,
right?
less than a couple of weeks, a week and a half.
Less than a week and a half, man. A week and 2
but definitely
days.
pay attention to our Instagram at the Disney Universe Podcast, or Facebook, or X, Threads, all that good stuff. I forgot to throw those ones out. But until next time, we will see you guys real soon. Good night, everybody.